swung on and driven. High and deep into center field. The Red Sox are going to the playoffs. Say down, say hello to October.
It's gone. It's into the bullpen. This game is tied. This game is tied.
Strike three called. 100 miles an hour. His 11th strikeout.
Jam winds. He fires. Swing and a miss. Strike three. It's over. The Red Sox have won the World Championship.
All right, Play Tessie is back for a bonus pod. It's the official Red Sox podcast of WEEI, presented by Baseball Isn't Boring, where you can get your merch at bbisn'tboring.com. Subscribe to Play Tessie wherever you get your podcasts. Rate 5 stars. Find us on the socials at Play Tessie on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. And I said bonus pod. That's because it's an interview. We got a special guest on today's pod. It's Red Sox first baseman Triston Casas. We talked to him in spring training. He actually had just hit a home run, his first home run back from the devastating knee injury from last season. He hit that home run, and then on his way back, it was in a minor league game, and on his way back, he was you guys ready to go now, and we were ready to go, so we got him on the pod, which was awesome. We talked to him in the past, and we'd done social clips with Triston, but we'd never done a full sit-down interview with him before, and as you guys all know, Triston Casas, very interesting guy, and was really awesome getting to talk to him.
Right. With these long-form interviews, sometimes the four of us are not 100% sure the quality that we're going to get because we don't know the guys too well. With Casas, we know him. We knew we were going to get a great interview, and he delivered. Never a dull moment talking to Triston Casas.
Yeah, it's always fun with Triston, too, because obviously he's going to take his time answering the questions. Like, he's going to put some thought into it. And no matter how long it takes, he's going to think about it. But then, the other thing too is it always kind of just evolves into like this natural conversation that I wouldn't say gets off the rails, but he's just so he's just got like a perspective on everything. Like it's always just an interesting conversation with Triston.
Yeah, the thoughtfulness with him is something you don't always get with athletes sometimes, or anyone for that matter. You ask a question to anyone, someone doesn't know it off the top of their head. People feel pressured to have something ready to go and say it quickly. And if they don't have something, they'll just say, I don't know, or kind of give you nothing. I don't mind if he had the thing with Bradfo, which I think was the day before. Bradfo asked him how he got in the best shape of his life.
Yeah. And he paused for 29 seconds consecutively without answering.
Yeah, exactly. And he didn't pause like that for us. You're not going to get that on this one. But the fact that he's not going to just give you a nothing answer just to get through a question. Like he's going to put thought into it. He's one of those guys that we don't really do this with anybody, give people hints about the questions before the interviews, but we've heard that if given the option to hear questions first, he will always say no. Mm-hmm. He wants to be authentic, and I appreciate that about him. So let's just get right into this thing, man. Here's Triston Casas's, I won't say Play Tessie debut, but it's his full-length Play Tessie interview debut. Let's get into it right now. All right, we're here with Triston Casas. First off, welcome back. Does it feel good to actually be healthy again and not, last year we saw you walking around and it wasn't the same, and now you kind of feel like yourself again?
Yeah, definitely. I know you guys saw me around the ballpark and my vibes were down. Probably my energy was a little low, but that's what happens when you get hurt. Sometimes it takes a psychological effect on you as well, but I'm happy to be sitting down with the boys again. Yeah, I've been waiting for a long time for this. Talk with you guys, but also just be healthy. Playing again, even if it's just backfield games, live at bats, it just feels to be good feels good to be back in the box again. So, yeah, super stoked.
I feel obviously we've seen what you can do, and everyone has seen what you can do, but it's been a while for a lot of people, and obviously the team goes and gets Willson Contreras. Do you feel like people are sleeping on you right now?
Yeah, they should. I haven't performed for the last 2 seasons, haven't been out there, and definitely haven't played up to the quality of hitter or player that the first baseman for the Boston Red Sox should be, and there's no doubt about that. And the organization has done everything that they can to put themselves in a good position to win ball games, and you can't fault anybody for that. I don't fault any fan for talking about me in a negative connotation, because quite frankly I sometimes do too. And 23 was a long time ago. People talk about my second half and the potential that I have in there, but ultimately it's almost like a what have you done for me lately kind of thing. And you know, it hasn't gone great, but that's not to say, you know, the future isn't bright, that I don't feel confident in my abilities, and you know, that I think that my best baseball isn't ahead of me. I've been working really hard for the opportunity to get back out there. Last 2 years have been weird. You know, I've been talking to people about the same thing for a while now. How am I feeling? You know, that's my question, and I have the answers down to it. So it's like, you know, I just feel robotic sometimes, but hopefully I could get back to talking more about what's on the field and less about what's going on in the training room.
I feel like that was an unusually self-aware answer. Where does that come from?
Oh man, it just comes from perspective. I mean, I'm just so blessed to be in this organization, like around such great people, and the org has done nothing but offer me every single opportunity to succeed on the field, off the field, nutrition, scouting, strength training, and you know, just hasn't been my time, you know, per se. And that's not to say that the future doesn't hold better days, but I just I don't have, you know, any envy or regret or about any decision that I've ever made. I definitely put my best foot forward to play the best baseball that I can, and you know, it hasn't worked out, but you know, I'm very optimistic for sure.
Day one of rehab, first day, what was that like, both physically and mentally for you?
It was tough, you know, and it's one of those things that I don't really even remember. And the brain and the mind, it works in funny ways, because like I remember the play and tapping that ball up the line to Joe Ryan and him bobbling it like it was yesterday, but I don't remember being on crutches or like, you know, that whole process of gaining my range of motion back. You know, I feel like the brain remembers what it wants to, and I'm here right now. I'm in the present moment. I'm focused on the you know, having a good combo with you guys. It's this injury has really put me in a good mindset of just like being right where my feet are. I feel like after 23, after 24, I got really ahead of myself, you know, just really thinking about the future and what I want out of it, and you know, how much promise everything holds for me. But over the last year, I've just been focused on today, and if I take care of today and do that for 7 days, and then do that for times 4, and then, you know, times 52, like I'm gonna like where I'm at. So that was kind of the approach that I took for this rehab, was that I wanted to play on opening day from day one. Like that was what I had set out. I didn't achieve it, but I don't think I think if I didn't have that mindset, I wouldn't even be close to where I am right now. So it's kind of like a shoot for the stars, land among the moon kind of thing. And I'm happy where I'm at. I'm going to keep going, and you know, hopefully put together a good season, and you know, get the fans back on my side.
I love that. Shoot for the stars, land on the moon.
Yeah,
that's good.
I said moons. I probably messed that quote up. It's probably moon, stars. I don't know.
Enough.
There's
You're
more
good.
stars. You could pluralize.
The moon?
There might be multiple moons. I'm sure there is.
There's got to be. There's
Yeah,
so many
they're-
moons.
they're-
There's so many
They're
moons.
orbiting the other planets for
Different
sure, right?
planets have different amounts
You're
of
just
moons,
aiming
right?
for the moons of Jupiter. That's all that
There's
was.
got to be other rocks out there that have craters, so we can just call all those moons.
Love it.
So the good thing is you're pretty far removed from the crutches, obviously, and everything else. When you're late stage rehab like you are now, the first time you're running, jumping, squatting, swinging, is it kind of like riding a bike? Did it feel foreign at first, or was it pretty quick to kind of get back?
No, it did feel weird. Yeah, running felt weird. Jumping and squatting, I had to almost relearn everything except for hitting. That was like the only thing that I felt like didn't lose its beat. I remember we were in Toronto the series before we came back home to play the Twins, and I was working on something, you know, putting my hands a little higher, trying to get a little more stretch in my load. And sorry, I went away from it, but try to get a little more stretch in my load, and you know, went the 7 months or 8 months, I think it was, without hitting, swinging. And as soon as I grabbed the bat and put my hands up and saw the ball on the tee, like I immediately went back to that day. So everything else was a struggle. Still is getting going, but the swing has been the thing that's felt the most natural throughout this process, actually. So I'm happy about that. It's the thing that like is the most painless as well. Thankfully, you know, the rotation as well, is going great on that back leg. But besides that, yeah, everything else was pretty difficult except for the swing. Hopefully this quote doesn't come back to bite me, but yeah, the swing was probably the easiest to get back.
Can I ask you about the mask? Like, what, you've been wearing it all spring, and I gotta know.
Tell them what your
Why?
notes say. What do your notes say, Gordo? What the fuck? Is
Yeah,
the mask?
what is the mask? Like,
What's the mask? Just cold sometimes, man. I just
it's true. It's really cold.
Yeah,
right now.
some days it's cold, and then it's almost cooler sometimes when the sun doesn't hit your skin. I'm just trying to protect his face. That's all. And I would cake on sunscreen, but I feel like sunscreen's got chemicals and stuff, so I try to, stay out the sun, stay warm, and not really care what people say about it. That's fine.
I love it.
Yeah, I mean, if I mask up and cover up, might do it for a game one of these days.
You should do it for a game.
Guys do it for the game. I mean, when it's cold. So I was just busting it out for practice. A lot of the guys were giving me a hard time about it because I was doing it in my rehab in the off season. They're like, "You're gonna do that for practice?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then the first time I did it, they're like, "You have to do it the whole time now." I'm like, "All right." And now the thing is like, "You're gonna do it in a game," and I'm like, "All right, we'll see."
Just keep it going.
You low-key scared me yesterday when you came out with the mask. I was like,
Yeah.
Turn around and
You're
oh
gonna
my
pass
god.
out at first base in August, just dripping sweat.
Yeah. I gotta start putting it underwater and then like having it like one of those rags, and then
yeah,
you put it on
yeah.
and then it's cool. So I don't know. I might start
Wet it,
start
freeze
experimenting
it,
it.
and then pregame.
Freeze
Freeze it pregame.
Yeah.
There you go.
Trying to give Supreme some free promo. Yeah,
there
that's
you
it.
go.
Get some merch.
Can you explain your off season? You always grow the beard and then you shave it before the season. Why do you do that?
It's just to give my face a break from shaving. I feel like shaving every day, or I shave like every other day. So in the off season, I kind of just let it ride. And my dad grows a big one, and he and I go to the barber shop every couple weeks, and it's kind of like a little bonding thing that we do. Similar to like how I get my nails done with my mom. I got that thing with my dad. So I think he takes a little like happiness in seeing me like grow a beard and like get it shaped up with him. So we do that together, but it's really just to give my face a break from shaving. And then I kind of like the look as well. Yeah, I'm gonna grow it out one of these years. I'm trying to get to like a vet status before I start growing a beard. There's certain guys in the league that like, if they shaved again, it would be weird. Harper, if he went clean shave, it would look weird. Even T Story, like if he went clean shave. Justin Turner, obviously he was like, he is the beard, so he's one of my favorite teammates ever. And like I look back at old videos of him with the Orioles and I'm like, that doesn't even look like him. So I'll get there. I think one year I'm gonna go like Romy mustache, and then I'll go like goatee, and then build into the beard. I can't just like pop out with the beard. I gotta grow into it. Like it'll come in phases.
Show up with a Napoli beard. Just show up with like the biggest caveman beard you can grow.
Yeah, I grew up pretty well in 5 months, so we'll see. We'll see how that works out.
It's like the reverse version of what everyone does when they shave. Like they always shave like the weird mustache, or no, they do the weird goatee, then they go to the weird mustache, and then they go clean shaven. You're going reverse.
Whoa.
Weird mustache. No, your mustache
He's
is
got
weird.
the weird mustache with the like 1 week.
Yeah. This is
scruff.
3 days. 3 days.
There you go.
Be good.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
Pretty good for 3 days, Sammy.
Thank you. So my question's broad. Other than baseball, what are you into?
Nothing. Honestly, I can't even say that I have a hobby. I have a piano in my house that I've been looking at for like a while, that I've been thinking about taking classes on YouTube, and it doesn't interest me. First time I got to Fort Myers right after the season ended, I went to Bass Pro Shop and did a crazy sick haul. Got a new rod. I tried a spinner rod. I don't even know what it's called. I got a bunch of lures. I said I was gonna go fishing every day. Didn't. I'm just a ball rat, man. I just love playing MLB The Show if I have free time. But I don't watch TV. I play video games, MLB The Show. Devin just got me the new code, so I'm gonna put it in so I can download it. But if I'm not here at the field, I'm just recovering, studying my swing, studying the game. I know it's a boring answer, but I really just don't have any passion for anything else. I just love the game.
You play Diamond Dynasty in the show?
Do I play Diamond Dynasty? Not for nothing though.
What do you mean not for nothing?
Like I play for money. Like
ooh,
yeah.
Wow. Here we
I'll
go.
play whatever. I'll play whoever. Honestly, I love it. But yeah, I love Diamond Dynasty. Diamond Dynasty's good. I don't play Road to the Show though. That's a little much for me. I think I'm living it, so it's like a little traumatizing to like go on a video game and try to do it again.
Single A again.
All right, no, I'm not doing it again.
You ever use yourself in the game?
The real, like that real one? No.
Like the real 99?
Yeah, no, I don't have one of those. It's
Why do you
always
not
been
have one? You should get it.
Nah, I think that's so corny. But
like cheating?
It's not cheating, but it's just like I get guys using like a Player of the Month one. I have like my second half from 23, which is like a 91, which I don't game, which is fine. But I've always made it a goal to like want to use my live series in a Diamond Dynasty. Like I want to be that statted in the game. So, no, I don't use myself, but hopefully I get a little more swag this year with my stance or something, because they put me in generic 1 for sure, and I don't have any.
They put you in a generic stance?
Yeah, it's just a generic one. That is my stance, kind of. So I'm gonna have to have some more rhythm or
You're
something.
kind of spread out though. Like
Yeah. But then again, they don't detail the guys who play 30 games a year. So it's like, why would they even do that?
soon.
What goes into choosing your nail color? Is it completely random? What goes into that decision?
Yeah, I try to just do team colors, which now is everything for some reason. We got green and yellow and light blue and navy and red, so pretty much those. I haven't gone like anything but a team color on the field. I probably won't, but yeah, that's just about it.
All right, we got some good questions for you here.
Okay.
First off, you've been in the show for a little bit now. Do you have like weirdest interaction with a fan?
In Bradenton in spring training last year, a guy had me sign his prosthetic leg. He took it off and stood on one leg and was like, "Can you sign this?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Holy shit.
I think that's right up there.
He stood on one leg. How do you take it off? Was it like a
just pops in it out?
Yeah. That was probably
That's crazy.
Probably off the top of my head. Yeah, one of the I didn't even ask. I was just like, yeah, for sure.
You just agreed, no questions asked.
Yeah, no questions. Somebody had me sign a banana once.
Oh, see, that's
peel or
bad.
no peel?
No, with the peel, like on the peel.
Okay. All right.
I mean, that's gonna go away.
Less
in like
weird.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what their thought process was. Yeah, I've signed like body parts, like arms and like shoulders, but like
Send a baby.
yeah,
Oh wait,
Did you really?
yeah. I have the picture on my Instagram actually. I don't remember. It was from 24. Yeah, but it was like right next to the dugout, and then she just held out her baby. Y'all can look at the picture, but yeah, that was the only time. I'm glad somebody got a picture of it because.
Where did you sign the baby?
Yeah, like what?
I think like on the forehead actually.
Oh my God.
Like,
Are you serious? I was
Yeah, I
like,
think, like, on
maybe
its
on the
head.
onesie. No.
I think like on its head.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I think she held its head so I could sign it without being smudged. I don't know.
my God. That
Sharpie?
baby's-
Yeah, Sharpie.
Oh, wow.
Sharpie. I'm
God.
pretty sure. You guys could look at the picture and like try to guess where I was, but yeah, I think so.
Oh my God. All right, we've asked you this one before. I want to see if your answer has changed. Toughest pitcher to face.
Oh,
I'll tell you if you don't remember.
I do remember from 23. It was Aaron Bummer.
Yeah, nailed it.
He's the lefty, and then righty is Glass now, because he just has crazy extension and he's throwing 100 with like the downer slider and then like the big overhand. He doesn't really throw changeups like that. Maybe he might have developed one. I'd say those two. I don't know where Aaron's at. I faced him a while ago. I'll say lefty right now though. Max Fried. He's great. Yeah,
Ooh,
he's always a fun at bat. He's got the fastballs going this way and then the big slow one, and then he can command a changeup if he wants to. So I'd say him because he's got like really fluid motion and he gets down the mound well and he's athletic, so he just looks like he's playing catch. So I'll probably say him.
If you could hang out with one TV show or movie character for one day, just completely chill out, do whatever you want. You can hit in the cage, you can do whatever. Who are you picking and why?
Man, that's a great question. Oh man, I don't really watch that many shows. I'm thinking about the ones I've watched lately.
Could be a cartoon.
I would probably want to hang out with Dustin from Stranger Things.
Oh,
Because,
good answer.
And but I know he's a Mets fan. I know I've seen him around there. I've seen him around the field and stuff. But yeah, I'd like to chop it up with him one day. I think he's pretty funny. Yeah,
That's a great
I'd say
answer.
Dustin. I'm a Stranger Things fan. So I'd say that. I just watched that. I was thinking about shows that I've watched recently. So that one, the finish of that one was great.
What are you watching?
Right now I'm watching the JFK Jr. love story.
Oh, it's
pretty
people
good.
keep telling me
Have
to
you
watch
seen
that.
it?
Oh, yeah.
I haven't
Oh,
seen
yeah.
it
It's
yet.
good. It's a good story. So yeah, I actually just did some research recently and I found out they both died. So that was heartbreaking. I didn't know anything about it, but yeah, I've been watching it. Yeah.
You didn't know?
No, I didn't know. I didn't.
The first scene's like the foreshadowing.
Well, I saw them fighting in the thing, but now I did some research, and then I realized like that could have been that's the question I've been asking myself. Is that the final like?
Oh, it's got to be.
Oh,
It's got to be. Right?
Yeah. So that's what I'm watching right now. Episode came out last night, so I gotta.
I'm not caught up either. Yeah.
I gotta catch up.
We'll talk tomorrow.
Yeah.
Did you ever have when you first came up, a welcome to the show moment? I love asking guys this.
Yeah, I mean, my first Fenway Park home run. I mean, that's something, an image that a thought that I've had since I was a little kid, hitting a home run in the major leagues. And then as soon as I signed, playing at Fenway Park, like obviously we have the replica here, so like I can get an imagination of how big everything is, and then finally like getting out to the field, and then seeing it happen, and then doing it. It was pretty crazy. It was my first Yankee Red Sox game too. First at bat. So yeah, it was a pretty surreal moment. I felt like I was floating around in the bases, but it almost felt like I had been there before too, which was fun. It was calming, and something I'll never forget.
All right, serious question. If aliens came to Fenway and you had to send a teammate out to greet them, who are you sending and why?
Rafaela.
Oh, I am.
Rafaela, because he looks like an alien, kind of. he's I'm going to start on a good note. Like, he's super athletic and would probably, like, get along with them, I feel like. And, he just looks like one. He's got the head shape. He's he's got gray, the skin color kind of. He's kind of short, like I'd imagine the alien, short and skinny. But yeah, probably Rafaela.
Like you said, he's athletic, so like he walks out on the field, does like a cool trick.
I imagine an alien being like hyper mobile though, and that's like
more athletic than us.
I feel like Rafaela would fit right in.
Sweet.
If you had to pick one teammate who'd be the most successful on Impractical Jokers, who would it be?
I always put too much thought in these kind of things.
We edit out the dead air, so don't worry about it.
Oh, do you? Probably. I mean, has to be Marcelo.
Yeah.
I think he just his GAF meter is like in the ground. Like he's about anything. And if I told him to say anything to anybody, he would. And I don't think like life has caught up with him yet. So I'd say him.
All right, you ready for some rapid fires before we get you out of here?
Appreciate it.
All right. Question 1: favorite player growing up?
Joey Votto is my hero. Just wanted to be like him, emulate everything that he did at the plate. Just his on-base power combo with great defense, hitting from the left side, throwing righty was just what I wanted to do.
What's something you're terrible at?
Leaving the water running while I brush my teeth. Like I need to get better at that. I need to stop leaving it on.
Oh, my mom gets so mad if I do it.
Favorite song right now?
BOTA, baddest of them all.
Okay.
Yeah, good song. Should cue it over this.
That's the plan.
Yeah, cue it over.
Producer Joe.
BOTA.
All right, favorite sport to watch besides baseball?
I feel like basketball's too easy. There's not enough factors. I feel like football is pretty predictable, and I don't have any appreciation for hockey. I think soccer, I mean, anything that can end in a tie, I'm not about. I'd say basketball because I felt like I was best at basketball growing up.
I mean, you're tall.
But
what position you play?
I also like watching golf, so I'll go with golf.
The best.
I actually like watching golf, so we'll go with that.
What position were you in basketball?
Oh, I've never played an organized game, but I'd be a power forward. Power forward, I could shoot it, but I'm in the paint, getting down dirty, throwing elbows. Dennis Rodman type.
Favorite TV show as a kid?
I really liked Ben 10. I mean, that guy, his watch, he would just turn into whatever. It's unreal. It just.
If I were betting, I thought you were going to say Rocket Power.
Nah, Ben 10. Love
10.
it.
Rocket Power might be before his time.
Yeah.
No, how old are you?
26.
We're the same age.
Yeah. I don't know what Rocket Power is. I know what Ben 10 though.
They like surf and skate. And
you can binge it after Love Story.
Okay.
All right, last question. Who is the GOAT?
Rich Gedman.
Rich Gedman.
Whoa.
What a poll.
Whoa.
Oh, my God.
He's the best of all time. I mean, anybody that's ever had a convo with him knows. But yeah, he is.
Low key, I used to take weekly hitting lessons from Rich Gedman when I was like 8 years old. Crazy.
He came to my summer camp once and gave a speech and then taught us hitting.
The best individual I've ever met, for sure.
That's awesome. Rich Gedman.
All right, Tristan, appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
Thanks, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, big shout out to Triston Casas for taking the time, jumping on the pod with the fellas. We could have asked this guy about a million different things. And obviously, I thought it was appropriate start with the injury or being slept on or them bringing in Willson Contreras, that sort of stuff, because obviously he's not healthy right now, but eventually he will be. And whenever he gets healthy, what's his stance on this team going to be? What's his position on this team going to be? Is he going to like? There's a ton of uncertainty, and it is interesting to hear a guy like his perspective, especially as it's happening to him in real time.
Mm-hmm. And for the people who get on Triston Casas for being different, for being himself, I could say, listen back to this interview for how self-aware he is in terms of where he stands as a baseball player, where he stands with the Boston Red Sox, and what his future is going to be. He may joke around a lot, and he's got his funny commercials and everything, but this guy's not an idiot. He knows what's going on. He knows what he has to do, and he's very serious when it comes to actually playing baseball. So I can't stand when people disrespect him and act like he's some issue in the locker room or something. He's not. He's a good guy, and he's been nothing but nice to us. So I hope this interview does him justice in showing that he's a smart guy, and he's very serious about the game of baseball.
Yeah, the other thing with Tristan too is a lot of his quotes, if you just read them, they like obviously some of them can come off as, like arrogant or pompous or whatever. But in the version of like a long form interview, like you're able to put that into perspective and you're like, oh, this guy is just like self-aware. Like you can hear the tone in his voice, like in his inflection, where it's honest and it's open. It's not like, it doesn't come off as, it's not arrogant. You know what I mean? Like there's just a perspective and a kind of self-awareness in this openness to him that he's just kind of saying what comes to mind in like just an innocent way.
The key there, it's self-awareness. And with athletes, so much of the time they have to train themselves. I'm the best. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to do this, and that's going to lead me to success. With him, the fact that he understands the situation, he understands that, hey, for the last couple of years, the Red Sox have not gotten the production that they've needed to get out of the first base position for one reason or another, mainly because of injuries. And this bringing in Willson Contreras, and obviously we know what Willson Contreras has done to this point, but bringing in someone to play the position that they could count on, not just because Casas hasn't been healthy, but also because he wasn't going to be ready for opening day. And as we know, April games count the same as any other month, and you needed a bat. And he understands that his path forward is not easy and linear. And obviously with the setback injury-wise, it's going to be either even tougher than I think he thought in the moment of doing the interview, because that interview took place before the setback with the rib or oblique, whatever. But I think he's got a better handle on things than he did. I think when you suffer a torn patella tendon like he did, that's a long road. And being on, what yard line do you think it felt like? Maybe you're entering the red zone, kind of, is where he was when we did that interview with him. And I think just in that position, you're able to clear your mind, be a little bit better of a spot mentally than when you're pressed up against your own goal line, which is what that injury does.
I have a question for Pat.
Yeah,
Pat's our medical guy here. Among baseball injuries that you've seen or heard about, where does Casas's
Patella tendon.
Patella tendon. Where does his patella tendon injury rank among the injuries that you've seen or read about or heard about?
Well, I mean, there's always like the catastrophic ones, right? There's always like the Achilles. UCLs have come a long way. Tommy John's always, a big deal, especially for pitchers and that kind of thing. Story like anything labrum-y is always a little bit sketchy, especially if it's throwing shoulder.
Trevor.
Yeah, throwing shoulder wise. His is glove side though. Trevor's labrum was glove side. But there was someone on the Cardinals actually. They were talking about how he did something to his labrum and he lost a ton of velo. I can't remember who it was. But yeah, anything throwing arm, elbow, shoulder, whatever it is, that's always a little bit sketchy. Achilles is obviously just an absolute. It sucks. It's up there. I wouldn't say it's top 3, but it's obviously way more concerning than like a torn pec, torn bicep, tricep, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so many of these things. It's like back 6 to 8 weeks is you always hear 6 to 8 weeks, and then for the really bad ones, it's like torn ACL, torn Achilles, back in maybe a year. Some of
9
these
to
guys,
12 months.
Yeah, 9 to 12 months. I mean, this from the jump, you knew it was going to be a year. That's an incredibly hard thing to stomach when you're at the point in his career. We were talking about last year, 2025, as a potential make or break year for this guy, and he got off to a rough start. And I personally, I'll speak for myself, was expressing a ton of confidence that he was going to turn it around. And then just to have not just some sort of injury, but that happen in that moment in time, like I get why I'm sure more than he could even express. It took a lot to get out of that mental gutter.
I hope he comes back this year and plays in real games, even if it's just in Worcester. Like, it's not a guarantee that he's coming back this year. We've seen the setbacks. 2 now? There was a rib one and maybe 2 rib ones. Either way, he's had setbacks.
Yeah,
it's the same thing.
When we talked to him, he was doing like blocked practice. So basically what that is you don't combine a bunch of skills into one thing, meaning he wasn't stepping in the box, hitting, running, and sliding. He was doing each of those separately. The next step was putting all of those things together before the setback. So he was taking swings, but he wasn't leaving the box. He was separately running from the box to the bases. And then he was basically running from, first base to second base with a slide. And he was telling us like the next step to that is putting it all together. And then once, that becomes fluid, feels normal, all that kind of thing, a rehab. But then, obviously the setback with the rib.
Yeah. So we're obviously wishing for a full recovery for this guy. This is a guy that I've been looking forward to seeing get back on the field since it happened, for a year now. And I'm sure it's killing him to not be out there. I know that he doesn't want to be injured. So we're excited for him to get back. And when he's back, I'm excited to talk with him, and we'll get him back on the pod at some point to talk about his return to Major League Baseball whenever that day comes. Hopefully it's sooner rather than later.
Gordo, I know what you're excited for. You're excited to shove it in the face of the haters once Casas comes back and finally puts together a run like we know he's capable of putting together.
Listen, I will do some of that, but I'm just excited for this guy. Like, taking the high road here, Sammy. I'm excited for the person.
What a guy. Natural Gordon.
I think we should end it on that.
That's beautiful. Let's end it on that.
Yeah, come on.
Wow.
Subscribe, guys.
Subscribe. Be a nice guy and subscribe, just like Gordo.
Rate 5 stars, too.
Yeah.
All right. That's going to do it for the bonus pod. You heard everything there. bbisn'tboring.com to get your merch. Subscribe, rate 5 stars. Play Tessie on YouTube. Play Tessie on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. You know the drill. Big shout out, big thank you to Triston Casas for giving us the time, and best of luck in the rest of the recovery process to him, for Sammy, for Pat, for Joe producing. It's going to do it for this bonus pod. Appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow. Twin series done. Let's talk moving forward. We'll be back very soon. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.